All right, this is Lmtv switch wiring. So when you pull your panel, you're going to see something like this. This then plugs into the back of the switch, right there. So I'm going to explain how the wiring works. So on this, very simple, goes to light bulb. Yeah, however you want to do it. All right, this is what they call normally closed. This is what they call normally open. Okay? This circuit number 1, circuit number 2, neither one touch each other. They're completely independent. Okay? This, in the center, is going to be your battery. Or 12 volts, 24 volts, whatever. It doesn't matter what the voltage is. So this and this automatically connect. So like in your fan override, these two are connected. When you switch it, it opens up to there. So the button I chose is the beacon light. So that center part lights up. That's going to be this circuit here, completely independent from everything else. Okay? This one's going to be your 24 volts. This is basically duplicated on the same side. So I used my multimeter. I traced it out. I got a wiring harness. So just so you know, and I'm not sure how he wired my truck right now, but my headlights, you have two positions. You have the running lights and the headlights. My running lights have to be on in order for this to get power. Power. Can't spell today. So in order for that to get power, I got to do it. So what I'm going to do is, he's got cameras, he's got relays, things like that. I'm going to go to a fuse panel. Let's see. Power. Run one of my fuses to this side. Okay, and then I can go straight to the thing, or straight to the associated switch. But now I can run on this side of the switch without interfering with the factory wiring. So as long as I have nothing connected to that side except for the wire in the back, I can click this on and start operating my beacon, my warning lights in the front, and everything else. So this has been Wiring 101. So just so you know, most of your wiring is going to be 2 or more from the battery, and what they do is they daisy chain them all together. So yeah, in most cases, unless it's an independent circuit, no, I can't find one. There we go. Oh no, that's 3. I'm sorry. Am I just an idiot? There. So you see the center one there? Has 2 wires. That's going to go to 1 or more switches. And they do that to provide power to the switches when your lights are wired a certain way. So if you have any other questions on what it is, so just to go over, normally open, which means with the switch in the off position, these two don't connect. Normally closed, these two connect. These two are 2 separate circuits. 1 does not interfere with 2 and vice versa. Now you can make them dual if you want to increase the amperage, but as long as you have it fused appropriately, or in my case you're using LEDs, it doesn't matter because it's drawing 1/5 what it's supposed to. As for my fuse panel, I'll show you a picture of it later, but these are the fuses or the fuse holders. These are the pins that I get power from, and then main power goes to here that feeds all the blocks. So basically feeds all the center ones. And then you guys have seen what the clips look like. That's another thing. You don't have to have one of these plugs to do it. You can just use a regular fork and connect the two. These seem kind of cheap. You can see there's a hole here. That is supposed to have one of these in it. So this is what clips the back of the panel and holds it in place. This one is broken, which seems to be all of my switches in the dash. So I was going to get an ether one, which, by the way, is a momentary switch. Momentary means once you hit it, it clicks back automatically. That's a momentary, at least for the ether. So, and these are actually like the clutch, but that's basically how all your wiring works and all your switches. So if you're adding external switches and you want to use a harness like this, or want to, add something to the existing switch, that's one of the other things that I don't like, is he put in a double throw switch in there. So it's one goes down and then it stays in the middle and then it goes down. And he removed my lamp test to put a clutch. Well, he could have left the lamp test and then just wired it on the other side of the circuit. So, once my lamp test is on, I could go up, which will give you another connection to do my lamp test, keep it in the middle, and then it doesn't matter. And then if I want the other one, I can go down. Lamp test is a momentary anyhow. So you can get these switches momentary on, off in the middle, and then on. That's called a momentary off on. Also, ones you have is on, off, on. When you look at a switch package and it's 3 ways, it'll say that. Or it'll go momentary. I'll just put MO for now. I don't remember what momentary is. Off, on. And they have a momentary, off, momentary. So those are different ways of doing it. So that's it. Talk to you guys later.